What's a video game that you loved that has vanished and left a void in your gaming heart? There are so many beloved franchises from my childhood that have died and may never make a comeback. Sure, you can still play these old games, but if you want new experiences, there is little hope left. There are good reasons why these games failed, but that doesn't mean that they can't succeed in the future with the right team and passion behind them. I was inspired to make this video after my mildly disappointing experience with Star Wars Outlaws. Massive made a gorgeous video game, an homage to the beloved movie franchise, full of references and characters, but sadly missing any engaging way to interact with the world around you. It reminded me that we may never get a game to replace the void left behind by Star Wars Galaxies, one of the first MMOs that I played that basically committed seppuku trying to chase the profits that World of Warcraft was bringing in. At the time, the general sentiment at many of these companies seemed to be if it wasn't making the kind of money that World of Warcraft was making, then it was a commercial failure. In the last decade, I think we've learned that that is absolutely not the case. Elder Scrolls Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, and EverQuest 2 continue to pump out new content every year with seemingly no end in sight. MMOs are obviously very costly to develop. I would also love to see a successor to City of Heroes, but these types of games are a major gamble that these companies don't want to take. So what other franchises have been left to rot or have strayed too far from what made them special in the first place? A franchise that comes to my mind is Battlefield. Most players agree that the games peaked around Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, while some agree that it peaked around Bad Company 2. The series has turned away from what set it apart from Call of Duty. It still has the massive and cinematic moments, but the lack of destruction and team tactics and the desire to chase the hero shooter trend has left this franchise on life support. Luckily, EA continues to throw money at DICE in hopes that they will develop something intriguing. Their new game is reportedly going to be a return to their roots, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not sure how much faith I have left in the franchise, but that won't stop me from giving it a chance if it looks like they're trying to do something worthwhile. These are just a few examples that come to my mind because they're special to me personally. Replicating the feelings of our childhood is a near impossible task, but nostalgia is a hell of a drug, and if used properly, it can make for some very magical experiences. And I'm not talking about remakes and remasters. A new game can give me a nostalgic feeling, even if it's something brand new. If it can inspire a similar sense of wonder and excitement, it can become something evocative, sending me back to the days when the only thing that I had to worry about was how quickly I could get my homework done so that I could game for the rest of the night. That's true nostalgia. So, what's the first game you think of that you'd love to see make a comeback?